Hello, anyone not still living in the 1970s? We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright, guys, we are here today with episode number 12 of the Carolina Panthers franchise here on Madden 25. And today it's time for some postseason football as we take on the New Orleans Saints in the wild card round. And so, Graham Gano ready to kick it away, and the Saints versus Panthers round 3 for the right to survive and advance is underway here. Drew Brees facing a 2nd and 3 early on. He's going to be sacked. That'll be Wes Horton coming up with the sack to set up 3rd and 11. Brees back to pass, wide open is Marquez Colston along the sideline. Colston's got 16 yards and a first down. Now on a 3rd and 6 later on in the drive, wide open is Robert Meacham, who'll hurdle a man. And Robert Meacham will pick up a big gain later on, a 1st and goal from the 9. Brees throwing end zone, caught by Colston, and Marquez Colston will put the Saints on the board first here in the wild card game. Ted Ginn will take this kickoff. Ginn bouncing it to the sideline. Ginn's got a big hole, but there is a flag down, and Ginn will return this one all the way to the 5, but this one's going to be coming back because of clipping on A.J. Klein. So now it's a 2nd and 6 instead of 1st and goal from the 5. They'll give to Stewart. Stewart's got a block. Stewart's got the sideline. One man to beat, a good angle, and Stewart going to drag a man with him down to the 5-yard line. 79 yards for Jonathan Stewart. He got a nice seam and found the edge. And there's the NFL MVP, Steve Smith, making his first impact on the game. His first catch of the game is a touchdown, and that will even this score at 7 apiece. Steve Smith, your NFL MVP during the regular season, and he's just tied up the wild card game at 7. Now a 2nd and 5 here, minute 35 left in the quarter. Brees feeling the pressure, unloads deep, wide open is Colston. Down the sideline, Colston with 4 catches for 76 yards already. Now they give to Sproles, who's blown up in the backfield. Captain Munnerlyn, one of the Panthers, there to meet him in the backfield, dragging down behind the line for a loss of 2. Set up a 3rd and 12 here. Brees back to pass. Throws underneath, caught by Colston. Colston cuts upfield. Marquez Colston, another first down. And now in the second quarter on 2nd and 2, Luke Kuechly coming free on the middle linebacker blitz. He's going to sack Drew Brees, set up a big yard to go situation here as Kuechly just came free. Now a 3rd and 10 from the 23. Brees back to pass. All day to throw. Throws, that'll be caught by Kenny Stills. Stills has it down to the 6, gain to 17 on 3rd and 10. 2nd goal from the 6. Wide open in the back of the end zone is Stills. And the Saints back on top, 14-7. Now that throw goes to Steve Smith, who will spin off one tackle, get that one out to nearly midfield. And so later on, a 2nd and 6 from the 46. Newton pressure comes, he's going to be sacked. Harrelson comes up with the sack. 3rd and 13, Newton back to pass, wide open is King. Tavares King going to get out of bounds along the sideline. Now on 3rd and inches, it's King again. Tavares King with the big 3rd down conversion on back-to-back plays, or back-to-back drives rather. 3rd down. Then now they'll go to the end zone. That'll be Steve Smith making the catch, the MVP with his 2nd touchdown of the wild card game. And we are tied at 14 once again. And he has got a little bit of separation, hauled that baby in there, and got into the end zone for the 2nd time today. Steve Smith still searching for his first ring in what could be his final season. He's doing his part to make sure the Panthers move on. And now, minute 18 left. Brees throws. That's caught by Colston down to the 45. Gain of 13 for Marquez Colston. 2nd and 6. Brees feeling the pressure. Unloads over the middle. It's Colston one more time inside the Carolina 30. So now first down from the 28. Brees back to pass. Wide open is Givens, and the Panthers give up the touchdown before the half. It's 21-14. Steve Smith will make that catch out along toward the sideline. He's got that one down to about the 43. Timeout called Panthers. First down now. Newton back pass. Man wide open. It's Steve Smith. And Newton overthrew him. That was 6 if he can just hit Steve Smith in stride. And instead it'll set up a fourth down. Panthers rolling the dice going for it here. Newton throws. Caught by Williams. That'll be Brennan Williams, the backup tight end, making the grab to keep the drive alive. The risk pays off. Sets up a 2nd and 6. Newton wants it all going deep. Has his man. It's Steve Smith. Smith a broken tackle and he's into the end zone. That is your NFL MVP, folks. The Panthers give up the touchdown in the final minute of the half. Steve Smith helps the Panthers answer back, and we are going to be tied going into the locker room. 15 seconds left in the half. He burned his man, shed the tackle, and got into the end zone. His 3rd receiving score of the half. We're tied at 21 as we begin this second half. Ginn will take it from deep in his own end zone. And Ginn trying to bounce this one along the sideline. A nice block, a broken tackle for Ginn. Another broken tackle. Ginn, nothing but green in front of him. Ted Ginn going to start the second half off with a bang. Ted Ginn with the house call on the second half kickoff. And the Panthers lead the wild card game 28-21 just like that. 3rd and 10 for the Saints on their ensuing possession. Brees feeling the pressure. Throws nearly intercepted, swatted away, and the Panthers will get the ball back. 2nd and 5, read option. Newton has a first down. He's going to go down. Ball comes loose. Picked up by Kenny Vaccaro. Vaccaro going to return this one to the end zone. And just like that, the scoop and score the defensive touchdown will tie it. But they're going to take a look at the review. They're not going to show the review, but they will overturn it. So Newton avoids disaster by a hair there. 2nd and inches. The give will go to Stewart. 7 carries, 108 yards for Jonathan Stewart. A 4th and inches now. And do they maybe try and draw the Saints off sides? No, they're actually going to go for it, and it'll be Cam Newton on the QB sneak for the first down. 3rd and 9 here as the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Newton throws, caught by Steve Smith. He's got the first down to the 1. 7 catches, 92 yards for your NFL MVP. And on the first play of the 4th quarter, Jonathan Stewart punching it into the end zone. And it's now a 2-possession ball game here in Charlotte. Can Drew Brees find the answer for the Saints and get them back into this one? Colston with the catch. Marquez Colston down to midfield. Gain of 30 just like that. 9 catches, 166 yards in the score for Colston. There's Stills inside Carolina territory, inside the 35, down to the Panther 34. Brees feeling the pressure. He's sacked. Wes Horton with his 2nd sack of the day. It'll set up 2nd and long here for the Saints. And now a 2nd and 15 from the Carolina 39. Brees unloads open over the middle is Jimmy Graham inside the 10 down to the 7. It'll be 1st and goal to give to Sproles. Sproles into the end zone. The Saints march down the field and they answer back. 7-point game, 4:36 left. Ted Ginn will take this return. Ginn's got another block. Ginn's got a seam, a broken tackle down the sideline. There goes Ginn again. Ted Ginn inside the 30. 2nd big return for Ted Ginn. He had 1 for a touchdown, 1 inside the 5 that was called back. And he set up the Panthers in great field position here, flipping the field with his return game. There's Steve Smith inside the 10. 8 catches, 111 yards, 3 touchdowns for the NFL MVP. And Smith beat his man deep. Now they've got it inside the 10. And they can work on chewing some clock. Be careful. Don't turn the ball over. Kick the field goal, and you'll be in pretty good shape, I would think. And that's exactly what they do. Time winding down. Graham Gano will kick the field goal, and it's back to a 2-possession game with 2:08 remaining in the wild card game. Graham Gano makes the field goal. First down from the 42. Brees feeling the pressure. He's sacked. A host of Carolina defenders there to meet him. Sets up a 2nd and 17. Brees sacked again. It's a loss of 7 more. A big sack right there. Brees has completed 6 straight passes. Now it's 3rd and a mile though. Brees unloading, going deep. Wants it all picked off. Intercepted by Charles Godfrey. And the Panthers defense has struggled today, but they get the turnover when they need it the most. Charles Godfrey coming over there to pick that ball off. And he may have just put the Panthers in position to seal this wild card win. In round 3 against the Saints, the grudge match split the regular season series. And now the season series going to a 3rd game in the wild card game. And Godfrey with the critical interception right there. But the game is not over yet. 2 timeouts still for the Saints. The Panthers need a 1st down. Stewart's got a seam. Stewart's got a block and a big hole, and that'll do it for you. Jonathan Stewart across midfield on a big run. And that will allow them to run the clock out. Cano, as time expires, will kick a long field goal, and the Panthers will win the wild card game. Round 3 of Panthers-Saints. They split the regular season series. Round 3 in the playoffs goes to the Panthers. They win the wild card game 41-28. Newton 167 yards, 12 of 17, 3 touchdowns, an efficient day for Newton. 17 carries, 182 yards, and a touchdown for Jonathan Stewart. Averaged 10.7 yards a carry. Stewart had a big day on the ground. Your NFL MVP, Steve Smith, only had 8 catches all game. And you can see 8 catches, 111 yards. Nothing like the 20-plus receptions he would consistently put up during the regular season. But he still put up 111 yards and 3 touchdowns. King had 2 for 29, 2 third-down conversions. Williams converted a big 4th down. Defensively, 4 tackles for Heath, Kuechly, and Moonerlin. And Horton with 2 tackles for loss, a bunch with 1 more. Sack, 2 for Horton, 1 for Addison, 1 for Kuechly, 1 for Thomas Davis. And the interception for Charles Godfrey. But the X factor in this game is Gano made both of his field goal tries. But the X factor in this game has to go to Ted Ginn Jr. You have a lot of early nominees, Steve Smith, Jonathan Stewart. But 4 returns, 247 yards, averaged 61 yards a kick return. He took 1 to the house to start the 3rd quarter, returned 1 to the 30 to set up a field goal to make it a 2-score game in the 4th. And he had a big one early in the game called back on a clipping. So Ted Ginn flipped the field with the return game, and the Panthers beat the Saints in the wild card game. That'll do it for me. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day, everybody.